Hello again. Yes. Hello to anyone who is still here and watching. I have seen some of your nasty comments, some of you people, whoever you are. If you don't like me, why don't you bug off for a start? So let's be having you gone, you horrible people. Um, the nasty people should leave. Anyway, welcome back again, Miss Marple, Claire, and Sonia Todd, and all the rest. There's lots of lovely people, I can tell you that, but there's some very nasty comments on the other things. So I know who you are. So if you don't like me, bog off, leave, please leave. I'd like the horrible people to go away. So thank you. Okay. Anyway, it's great to have all the wonderful people back. Fabulous. And we can do our quiz shortly. So we'll start our quiz. We did start our quiz. We did have a winner of our first question on the quiz. So we did have a winner with Keely on the first question. Here we are. So Keely has still got it. I got cut off because, something went wrong with the whole thing. We're back in the room. Yes. So there we are. Okay. Get rid of all these awful people. The nice people who helped me moderate this thing. Ban a lot of them. Throw them out the room. Chuck them in the sea. Awful people. Right. Okay. So, right. Yeah, we need the ones that can do that. So, anyway, second question. What was the nationality of the poor man who was shot? John Charles de Menendez. An innocent man shot dead after Cressida Dick made an error. Joyce Grove gets the point. Of course, he was Spanish. Joyce Grove. Right. Okay, you can have the point. Okay. Oops, I've just dropped the pen. That's a bit of a mistake. Anyway, right. What is Norman Quentin Cook, born Quentin Leo Cook, on the 31st of July, 1963, best known as? What was Norman Cook known as? Joyce Grove gets the point. Of course, it is Fat Boy Slim. That was what he was. He was an English musician, DJ, big beat genre. So there you go. Okay. What is Major Leveson Wood primarily associated with? Major Leveson Wood. What is he primarily associated with? Major Leveson Wood. It's not dogging, no. It's not trees. No, it's not. Or it's not cheating. You're thinking of a different one. Audrey can have it. It's exploration. Okay. Audrey gets the point. He is an explorer, walking expeditions, Africa, Asia, Central America. Right. Okay. In which year was the paedophile Jimmy Savile made a Knight Commander of St. Gregory the Great by Pope John Paul II for his charity work? Which year? Ross gets it immediately. Well done to Ross. Of course, it was 1990. The disgusting, abused 300 people, men, women, corpses even. Shame on the BBC. The Friday Club with the police at Leeds Flat, Awful. Absolutely disgusting. Okay. How many steps are there on the concrete step Jacob's Ladder on St. Helena Island? How many steps? It's not 49, it's not 69, it's not 688. No. A lot is a good answer, but it's not the correct answer. No. Thracian Grapes gets the point. Well done to you. You get a point. Thracian Grapes. Because, of course, the answer is 699. Lord Ashcroft paid for the restoration of it in 2022 in his father's memory. There are 699. Okay, next question. Sorry, we're sitting at this weird angle. I don't know why. I don't know. Here we are. Anyway. Right, next question. So, which type of crosses does Lord Ashcroft collect? What does he collect? They're not Maltese, they're not crucifixes, no. George gets the point. Well done, George. Of course, it's a Victoria Cross. He collects Victoria Crosses. So Lord Ashcroft collects Victoria Crosses. George, a new entrant, gets the point. Well done to George. Yeah, George gets the point. So well done, George. Of course, he collects. He has the largest collection of Victoria Crosses in the world, and he's got over 200 of them. He started his collection from 1854 crosses onward. So there we go. Right. Okay. Well, my microphone has gone red, so I don't know if this thing's going to die shortly or not. I don't know whether it's going to work or not, but it's gone red. So I hope we're not going to be cut out. It sounds okay at the moment. Okay, you hear me. So we're going to hurry up. Okay. Right. Which English food writer once said, "Food is for me, for everybody, a very sexual thing"? I still cannot exaggerate how just putting a meal in front of somebody is really more of a buzz for me than anything else. Which one was that? It was a food writer. Gordon Ramsay is not a food writer. It wasn't Fanny Craddock. It wasn't Gemma Collins. It wasn't Michael Roux. It wasn't Prince Andrew. Audrey gets it straight away. Well done, Audrey. You've got a second point. Of course, it was Nigel Slater, the Observer. Okay. In April 2025, how many minutes did Kanye West last on a thing called Twitch, on a social media platform, the Amazon-owned streaming platform, before being banned? How many minutes? It wasn't 5. No, it wasn't 1. It wasn't 11. It wasn't 2. It wasn't 5. Sazudu gets it correct. Sazudu, whoever you are. I don't know how to pronounce you. Of course, it was 7 minutes. He was banned after breaching 900 terms of service violation after a 420-second Nazi broadcast. Well, he's really rather stupid, isn't he? He's not very bright, this Kanye West, anymore. He seems to have gone completely mad. Okay, and then now comes another idiot. With which reality TV series is Louise DeCourcy Thompson associated? Louise DeCourcy Thompson. It wasn't the Kardashians. It wasn't Big Brother. No. It wasn't Drag Race. It wasn't Toey. Audrey gets the point. So Audrey now is in the lead with 3 points. Audrey gets it. Of course, it was made in Chelsea. She joined in 2011. Then she was in a thing called The Jump. Okay, with which fridge freezer was associated with starting the Grenfell Tower fire? Which brand of fridge freezer was associated with it? It was not Zanussi, it wasn't Smeg, it wasn't Indesit, no. Jules B gets the point. It was Hot Point. Yes, Jules B, you can have the point. Sadly, it's a very sad point to give, but that was what it was. It was a Beko Europe Whirlpool, 70 deaths, sadly, as a result of that. Okay, what is the birth name of the magician Dynamo? What was the birth name of Dynamo? I need the Christian name and the surname. And Matt Grant gets the point. Well done to Matt Grant. You get 1 point. Of course, it was Stephen Frayne. Okay, on which boat did Colonel Archibald Gracie travel in April 1912? Colonel Archibald Gracie, a letter was sold today, recently, for 300,000. Right. The first one to get it, who spells it correctly, and I have to have correct spelling, is SS Racing, so I'll give you the point. SS Racing. Of course, it was Titanic. Colonel Archibald Gracie was traveling on the Titanic in April 1912. The letter was sold just now. He said, "It is a fine ship, but I shall await my journey's end to find out what I think of it." Basically, it was a bit unfortunate, wasn't it? So there we go. Okay, right. Who released a song titled "England is Jolly Deep" in 2006 to coincide with the World Cup? Who released the song? It wasn't Robbie Williams, and it wasn't Cilla Black. It wasn't Wham, no. It wasn't Bananarama. I need the full names. It wasn't Janet Evans. One person has got it correct, but I want the full name. Okay, Sarah Byrne gets the point. Well done, Sarah. It's Neil and Christine Hamilton. Yeah. Sarah Byrne gets 1 point for Neil and Christine Hamilton, who sang "England is Jolly Deep." They were very good at running around about football. And I love Neil and Christine, as you all know, so not bad a thing. And we've had a lovely discussion of them today. Okay, right, next question. Okay, in which county is Ringwood situated? Ringwood, where is Ringwood? Which county in England? It's not Sussex, no. It's not Essex, it's not Berkshire, it's not Kent. Clive Quinn is the first to get it. So Clive gets the point. Clive Quinn, of course, it's Hampshire, yes. So well done to Clive Quinn. You've got a point. Right. Okay. How many islands does the archipelago of Bermuda cover? How many islands are on the archipelago of Bermuda? How many are there? It's not 700, no. It's not 23, it's not 11, it's not 4, it's not 5, it's not 70. Matt Grant gets a second point. Well done to Matt Grant. Of course, it is 181. Well done to Matt Grant. Well done to you. In what year was the universities I attended, the London School of Economics, established? What year was LSE established? Yeah, what year was it established? It wasn't 1972, no. It wasn't 1066. No, that's a very stupid. Right, okay. Sarah Byrne, you can have the point. Well done, Sarah Byrne, 1895. Well done to Sarah Byrne. Right, okay. In which year was Donatella Versace born? On the 2nd of May. What year was she born? Sarah Byrne gets another point, so now Sarah Byrne has a third point. It was 1955. Okay, who killed and Mary Mack? What do you mean? I know how the internet works. I'm just following the order of the things come in. I don't get all of these things, so don't have a pop at me. If you don't like my quiz, you don't have to join in. So please, it's not very fair because I'm only doing it in a fair way and a fair manner, and that's all I do. Okay, I'm going to ask another question. The quiz is for fun, yes. Well said, Andrea Bono. If you don't like my quiz, you don't have to join in with it, so don't join in. If you don't like it, bog off. Okay, I'm just doing it my way and my way or the highway. It's just a fun thing. It's nothing serious. I'm sorry, I only get to see things in the order I get to see things in. So please don't complain about my quiz. If you don't like my quiz, then don't do it. It's not, no one's trying to force you. There we are. Right, next question. Who killed Gianni Versace in 1997? Who was the killer? It wasn't Cliff Richard. It wasn't Tom Hardy. It wasn't Pamela Anderson. Matt Grant gets it with Andrew Cunanan. Matt Grant is now also on 3 points. We've got lots of people on 3 points. Oh dear, we're going to have a bit of a problem. Our final question. So this is the question that's the killer. And I hope one of the... so actually, we only want the people to answer Matt Grant, Audrey, and Sarah. Yeah, we only want you to answer, really. How many people did Andrew Cunanan kill? What was the total number of deaths by Andrew Cunanan? How many did he kill? It wasn't 45, it wasn't 2, it wasn't 100, no. SS Racing is correct, but SS Racing is not in the running. So Matt Grant says 8, completely incorrect. So Matt Grant fails. Matt Grant now says 5. Okay, well, Matt Grant now gets 4 points. The winner of our quiz this evening is Matt Grant, because he is correct. It was 5 people. So he killed a total of 5 people. Anyway, there we are. So that's the end of the quiz. The quiz is over. There we are. Thank you very much for participating in our quiz. It's been very nice of you. You've all been wonderful. Thank you very much. So, right. Okay. So, I don't know what went on with the thing before, but the computer just gave up. I think it wasn't charging, so that was the end of that. So anyway, never mind. It doesn't matter. But here we are again, and I think I need some new cables for some of the things, but that's life, isn't it? So life is a roller coaster, as they say. So anyway, never mind. Thank you very, very much for participating in our quiz. We won't be doing any further quizzes today because I'm a bit tired from all of this. I need to go to sleep very shortly. I'm tired because, last night I stayed up till 2 a.m. talking to you all, and I can't stay up every night all night long. And it is time for me probably to go to bed. So let's be honest, it is time to have a bit of a rest. So anyway, fabulous to see you. And I don't know if you have any. Do you have any more questions before we go? I will have a few questions if you want to have a few questions about a few topics. But beyond that, I just really do need to go to sleep. So, right. Okay. I'll just say good night and good gardening. Take care and thank you to you all. I think it's probably best if I do that. So it's time to say good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Have a lovely evening and just take care of yourselves. Just be good people. You're all an absolute delight, and it's been wonderful to spend time with you. So thank you very much. Good night and good gardening. Okay, take care.